Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's meeting of the Escondido City Council. Please rise for a moment of reflection and remain standing for the flag salute.
Yes, please join me in a moment of reflection. We come together tonight to say thank you. Thank you for the privilege, the blessing, the honor it is to serve here in the city of Escondido. We come together tonight as a diverse community, a community of different backgrounds, different beliefs, different presents, and different futures, yet one common goal, that is the betterment of the city. We come together tonight to seek guidance, wisdom, and discernment during deliberations that transpire this evening, and in doing so, we lift up Councilmember Fitzgerald, Councilmember Joe Garcia, Councilmember Christian Garcia, Deputy Mayor Martinez, and Mayor White. May they be granted peace and wisdom as they lead our city into a bright and prosperous future. Amen.
All right, this meeting is now called to order, and we'll do a quick roll call. Councilmember Fitzgerald.
Present.
Councilman Christian Garcia.
Here.
Councilman Joe Garcia.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Martinez.
Present.
And I, Mayor White, am here. Do we have a report tonight from closed session?
No public report. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, we'll now move on to non-agenda public comments.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, we do have a number of comments off agenda. Real quick, before I do call members of the public to speak on non-agenda items, as a reminder, we do have a decorum policy here at the City of Escondido. Therefore, please keep your comments respectful, and we'll proceed with that. You'll come to the podium. You'll have 3 minutes to speak, and then I will interject if necessary. Our first speaker we have is, and I apologize, Pirata. Is that the appropriate way to say the name? Pirata? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
Mic
make
test,
sure your
mic
microphone
test.
is working. Can you try that
Okay.
one more time? I think we're out.
Start.
Good evening. Good evening, Nambaga. I am Perita Javier, victim of poison gases from ceramics kiln operation. Air quality index today is okay, but when the ceramics kiln is fired at 5238 Streamview Drive, San Diego, the reading is not true. It has been there since 1984 as home business permitted by the city of San Diego in a residential zone designated community. The repetitive heating of clay mixed with chemicals and metal such as silica and lead in the kiln, whether wood, gas, or electric producers, or emits toxicity polluting the air we breathe. Okay. The air pollutants, air particulates, contaminants, when inhaled or even ingested, have potential impact to health and safety. It also affects more environment or ecology and our increasing neighborhoods diversity. Our curiosity and learning about the minutes began at 2012 when the kiln was fueled by wood. Residents on the upper fringes of the terrain through of beekeeping as they observe smoke, Some even post the street confronting the side thought of the chimney of the fireplace causing the fumes and other unusual business because there is no display of products.
Thank you. Your time has expired. Yes. Is it
Cesar.
Caesar. Yes, perfect.
Javier, thank you for allowing us to speak for 3 minutes. This is a life to death scenario. This is a business owned and operated since 1984 next door, an area which is dedicated residential zone. Mom Fitzgerald, I thought, from Santi, and Madam Martinez, I thought, Dr. Garcia, governing board members of the Air Pollution Control District. We have reason to believe that the Air Pollution Control District is not for governance, as written in our Constitution. It is not for domestic tranquility. It is not for the air we are supposed to breathe that is clean, which is 78% nitrogen, 28% oxygen. It's not. We have reason to believe that it's a business because their intent is not for everyone. It's only for big businesses. The small ones, they exempt it. 20 industrial manufacturing activities. 20 are exempted, though they are emitting poison gas. And one is the ceramics kiln. Look at the Roll Code 10, Roll Code 11 of the Air Pollution Control District. We asked the city, and the city said, oh, it's the jurisdiction of the Air Pollution Control District. And who is seated there as governing board member? Mayor Gloria, who is winking with the new governor member, Aguirre, is smiling at all the members except the new entrants, like Mayor Duncan, if I pronounce it well, and 2 other professionals. Thank you, Mom. You are a new insert, specialist. I do not know if it is because it's politically heavy. 8 politicians versus 3 smart, intelligent specialists on air pollution. Air Pollution Control District should be science-based. And so, what are the unintended consequences? Tijuana River pollution, a crisis Kunus-wide, and yet up to now, they cannot solve it, nor even help the victims, 10,000 of them. They only gave air purifier.
Thank you,
And
Caesar.
that
Your time
air
has
purifier is, to us, not a solution. Thank you, Sir Mayor. I hope
Thank
this
you,
is
sir.
a
Your
lesson,
time has
sir.
expired.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Escondido, we thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Trina Studebaker.
I'll take this thing up. I'm Trina Studebaker, and I'm a resident at Birchmont Senior Apartments. AMC LLC has demonstrated that they have no regard for state codes and city ordinances. They are not in compliance with state and local ordinances. We would like the city to ensure compliance at Birchmont with civil penalties and legal action. Here's some examples. Discarded dirty toilets, mattresses, construction materials next to the dumpster with heavy urine odor and sometimes feces. Dumpster areas are not secured to prevent urinating and dumping. City code compliance is frequently called. One unit built a trench outside their patio to host dog feces into it. City code compliance came out, and we are waiting for the follow-up on that. Squatters have been seen bringing generators into apartments where there is no electricity. The generator, I found a generator on the patio charging, and I went and got the assistant manager, and he just looked at it and said, I don't know if I'm allowed to touch it. They do not provide 24-hour notice. They enter homes without permission or knowledge and do not give reasonable time to complete work. Construction happens at night and on Saturdays. Many repairs are only made when tenants significantly are persistent. They take longer than 30 days allowed to complete repair requests and leave work unfinished, sometimes for months, or never make needed repairs due to higher cost. One tenant needs her air ducts cleaned, and she's needed that for 5 years. She literally has lint all over her walls, and they have to be vacuumed. Preventing flooding and mud on walkways. With the last rains, a tenant slipped, injuring his knee, head, and back. We are waiting this week for the CT head results. Refuse walkthroughs when ending tenancy and charging a cleaning fee. Retaliatory towards tenants who complain, humiliate and intimidate to discourage complaints. One tenant had to take their dog to the vet because it had been poisoned by fentanyl that they ate on the ground. Water and trash charges of over $170 a month for a one-bedroom. We all share the water bill, and the squatters that are everywhere in the complex are increasing our cost, not to mention the pool overflowing, even overnight. New tenants are told the water bill is only $60. This is what they budget for, and they are very angry, and rightly so. Basically, tenants are afraid to simply take their garbage out, walk their dogs, or do laundry. Thank you.
Will you please leave your contact information with the clerk for me so I can reach out to you tomorrow?
Yeah, I'd love
Thank you.
that. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Terry Aker.
Hello, thank you. My name is Terry Aker, and I'm also a senior at Birchmont Senior Apartments. And we're here tonight to ask the city for ensure compliance of using civil penalties and other sources, such as legal action, for the widespread disregard of state laws, civil codes, and drug trafficking, homeless trespassing at our apartments. We have drug dealers and squatters coming to the property. Management and residents have caught men sleeping in our clubhouse early in the morning and late at night, sleeping on our patio during the day, and men take over our patio at night, men who don't live there. Management will not call the police. Dumpsters smell like urine. Just Monday, like she said, we had city code compliance there because there was a grocery cart at a dumpster full of food trash. So we have been speaking with Sergeant Matt Ciramelli of the Escondido Police Department the past 2 months, and Councilman Joe Garcia has been copied on all our emails. We've sent about 75 pictures. A compliance officer came to the property and was told that they were, quote, working on it. Escondido police have responded with patrols and walked through our complex. We really appreciate this, and we've let Matt know. Tenants hesitate calling the police because management does not support them. Tenants brought these same issues up to city code compliance and police in 2023, but there was no follow-up. AMC at that time said they were working on it. AMC has taken legal steps to evict some tenants, but they will not take action to make the property safe and healthy for tenants today and the future. This is not acceptable treatment for seniors. We have the legal right to live in a property that is compliant, safe, and free of men trespassing for drugs and taking over our complex. And I am not exaggerating. They have taken over. There's days where they do. Why is working on it acceptable when a property is out of compliance? There have been numerous complaints made to the city, and police have been called multiple times. The city's removal of homeless people from the Creek area last year greatly contributes to the drug addict homeless coming onto the property and Ralph's at Citrus, and we've talked to Matt about this. Ensuring that apartments for seniors comply with state and local laws is under the city's authority and responsibility. And we will follow up with an email now to all of you, and we invite each of you to come and visit, and we'll give you a tour. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Becky Rapp.
Good evening. My name is Becky Rapp, and I'm here to ask that the city agendize a discussion surrounding the enforcement framework for Assembly Bill 8, the state law taking effect in January. AB 8 closes a dangerous loophole that has allowed high potency and intoxicating hemp products to be sold in convenience stores and vape shops, where there's little oversight and easy youth access. These products are being packaged and promoted like candy, despite posing real risks to the developing brain, including addiction, psychosis, and impaired learning. Starting in 2026, these products must be tested, tracked, and taxed. But to make this work, the city must have a local enforcement plan. So I'm asking the council to agendize AB 8, develop a citywide framework with law enforcement, code enforcement, specifically focusing on updating local ordinances that align with AB's new definition and restrictions. The discussion should include training inspectors, officers to identify illegal product sales, and also the launching of a public education campaign on the harms of these high-potency marijuana hemp products that are intoxicating and are affecting our youth and our young people. The conversation should not only be about enforcement, but should include prevention and education. As I said, Escondido has an opportunity to lead here and be proactive. Thank you.
No further public comments on non-agenda items.
All right, thank you. That moves us on to the consent calendar. Tonight, items 1 through 13 are on consent, and I'll go ahead and make the motion to approve that as is.
I'll second.
Perfect. Please vote.
Voting is open. Motion approved, 5-0.
That brings us to item 14, which is the adoption of the 2025 California Building Standards. The time is yours.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and City Council. I'm Bruce Cheney, the Assistant Building Official for the City of Escondido, together with Lavana Koretke, Deputy Fire Marshal of the Escondido Fire Department. We're pleased to present you with the ordinances 2025-09 and 2025-10, requesting the Council to amend the Escondido Municipal Code and adopt the 2025 Code of Regulations, the Title 24 Building Standards. So today's presentation agenda is to talk through the code adoption process. We're going to go through some notable changes for each major section of the code and then recommend adoption of ordinances 2025-09 and 2025-10. The codes are set out by national standard setting organizations. California's Building Standards Commission adopts these codes every 3 years with changes that are specific to California's geographic regions. These become effective January 1, 2026, whether council adopts them or not, they become effective statewide. The basis for this, again, is California Code of Regulations. Title 24 is what is the building codes. And the reason we put this in front of council is so that you have a chance to make any amendments or adoptions if we wanted to make the code more restrictive for any reason. The key code changes, Part 1, the administrative code, was a change to the American Society of Civil Engineers standard. It just adopts 7-22, which has enhanced seismic design provisions. new site classifications with higher safety factors for buildings. Part 2 in the building code, they repealed Chapter 7A due to the adoption of the wildland-urban interface in Chapter 7, which Levon is going to be talking more about. So we have the new WUI code, so it didn't have to be in Part 2. Part 2.5, the residential code as well, they removed language related to and added references to the new WUI code, so we have a single place for the fire requirements to reduce confusion among applicants and designers when they're submitting their projects of which code applies to their project. Part 3, the electrical code, they expanded ground fault circuit interrupt requirements to all areas, so there's greater electrical safety. Part 4, mechanical code, new language was added to address the high global warming potential refrigerant phase down. Only low global warming potential refrigerants are allowed now, so they had to make some changes to the language in there to adopt those. Part 5 plumbing code, minor changes to rainwater catchment and also some new bathroom privacy compartment details in the rainwater catchment. It just expanded some of the gray water options for residential projects. Part 6, the energy code, they updated the compliance metrics and the shift to the heat pump baselines. And what that means is they changed how they measure compliance with the energy code from time of use to long-term system costs. Those are the major changes for building. I'm going to pass it over to Levana, and she's going to talk through the fire changes.
Chapter 49 of the California Fire Code, which was titled Wildland-Urban Interface, and Chapter 7A of the Building Code, which includes building construction requirements for building within the WUI areas, were removed from both the state and fire building codes. They are now part of a standalone code titled California Wildland-Urban Interface, or WUI code. The scope and intent of this new code is not only to allow for expansion of these regulations in California, but also provide guidance on new construction, building materials, and exterior designs in areas that fall within the any fire severity area and wildland-urban interface areas. A notable change within the fire code is the requirement for a technical study to be done for all battery energy storage systems, or BESS. Systems proposed at equal to or more than 600 kilowatt hours will be required to provide a technical report showing compliance with all national and state standards. The interim San Diego County BESS Best Practices Guideline is scheduled to be adopted by the County of San Diego in January 2026. Once these guidelines have been formally adopted, we will bring this item back to City Council for further direction. This guideline will create consistency with applicants for submittals and reviews within all fire jurisdictions. Some key items within the guideline are requirements for additional analysis of hazards, including flammability and toxicity risks in plume analysis, lot line separations for outdoor systems, and procedures for repairs, replacements, and decommissioning of these systems. Some next steps: the second reading of this code adoption will be on December 17th. The last day to submit under the 2022 codes will be December 31st of 2025. All projects submitted after December 31st, 2025 must comply with the 2025 codes. Staff recommends that City Council approves ordinances 2025-09 and 2025-10 to adopt the 2025 Title 14 codes. Excuse me. Staff is available for questions.
Thank you. I forgot to open the public hearing, so we'll do that. And are there any public comments?
None.
Okay. Turn it over to my colleagues for questions.
Could we go back to page 7? Just so you can explain it again, I wanted to make sure we caught up. So that's going, plumbing, other changes. Oh, you know what? It'll be slide number 9 on the battery storage. Okay, and then maybe slide number 10. I'm trying to see.
Okay, so essentially, it looks like they're being a little bit more strict on the battery storage facilities and the reporting and requirements.
Correct. The state code has some more restrictive requirements for BESS facilities that are more than 600 kilowatts. Or,
All right.
excuse me, equal to or more than 600
All right,
kilowatts.
that's good news. Okay, thank you. No questions.
Here it is. All right, so we're waiting then for the county to implement, and then we will have a discussion separate than what we're doing now?
That's correct.
All right, wonderful. Just wanted to make sure that I got that clear. Thank you for all the 221s that we had. It's helped us to get a grasp on all the changes, and these are very good changes, particularly that we are in a very high fire zone here in just in Escondido in general. One of the questions that I asked, and you'll probably recall, was what kind of outreach are we doing for the general contractors as they remodel and stuff? Can you share a little bit, what you talked to me back then, how we encourage them to encourage the homeowners? They're not required, but that they're encouraged to make the changes to harden their homes.
So specifically for the new WUI code you're talking about, the
Yes.
new Wildland Urban Interface Code. So like you mentioned, the new WUI code is not necessarily required for all of the city. It's only required for those that fall in a moderate, high, or very high. So there is a portion of the city that has no designation. It's kind of the middle of the city. So there's a portion of that new WUI code that has recommendations. And those recommendations is part of what we're going to do as public outreach. It's part of our CWPP plan, where we're going to encourage not only existing property owners, but also property owners that are under construction to go ahead and harden those structures, do defensible space in areas maybe that aren't necessarily required.
Yeah, because education is so important, and having had the opportunity to go to a couple of different seminars or homes that are like that, developments that are going on. Now I drive by somewhere and say, oh, I would move that trash can over here. Now I would do that, and that was because of education. So thank you for taking the lead and making sure that the general contractors are aware, so they can, at least for those that are not required, make the owners aware, because in the long run, it'll be better for all of us. So anyway, I just wanted to make that comment, and thank you once again for being on top of this and making sure that we do what we need to do.
Absolutely.
Hi, no comments, except thank you for the information, and I'll move to approve.
Before we vote, I'll close the public hearing, and thank you for your time tonight and for the presentation. Please vote.
Voting is open. Motion approved, 5-0.
All right, does anybody have anything they need to add to a future agenda? If not, we'll move on to council member subcommittee reports and other reports, and we'll start with Councilmember Fitzgerald.
Well, I am actually glad that the Director of Economic Development team is here. I had a wonderful meeting with the team on the 20th of November, and it was just a lot of really good things that are coming down the pike. One of the things that was really encouraging was to hear that the online applications, business applications and so on, I think it was at 90%, 95% online success rate as far as the turnaround time. But all that to say that things are happening, moving forward, and it's really going to, for the betterment of our community. So on the 21st, I did attend a SANDAG meeting, again, trying to bring the focus back to North County Inland, specifically Escondido, because we do pay into SANDAG, so it'd be nice to see some of that money come back to us, and it is. I had the honor of taking a tour of, it was a library infrastructure project walkthrough with my colleague, Councilman Joe Garcia, and it was with the Director of Public Works, Joe Goulart, the Assistant Director of Community Services, Robert Rhodes, and we were able to meet the project manager, Ed Vasquez, and it was really incredible to hear how he found a way
to where we were able to release the contract that we had, or the contractor that we were working with, and save the city, let's see if the number is right. Yeah, so, up to $4 million, wow. So from 10 million, it came down to 6, and it's because of an employee that knew that there was a better way to do it. So that I'm really proud of that team for being able to do that. It's going to look fantastic, so I'm really excited about when it is opened up, maybe July or August. Tomorrow is Community and Unity. It is a really fun holiday kickoff event here at the city. It's not too late to attend. You can buy tickets at the door, or you can go to the Chamber of Commerce, go online, pay $40 before the event. It's from 5:31 because they can't serve alcohol on city property when it's open. So there will be wine, food, and music, and just a really neat holiday thing if you guys would like to come and join. Also, there is a free concert at the CCAE. It's a holiday concert, and it is from 7:30 to 9:30. It's with the Frontmen if you just go online. And again, you can go from Community and Unity to the free concert. That starts at 7:30. And on Friday, we're all going to be in the 74th annual JC's Christmas Parade, and it begins at 7 p.m. this year. So it's going to be really neat. It's going to be all lit up and down Grand Avenue. I think it's ice skating they're going to have. I know the mayor will speak on what he's going to be doing. Yeah, so it's at the ice skating rink. So it's just a really festive event and weekend, and I hope you guys will go. On Saturday, Fire Station 1 from 9 to 1, we'll have pictures with Santa, fire truck rides. So that's the one on Quince Avenue. So 9 to 1, all kinds of events for the family to join, and so I hope you can all make it out. And then also, I thought this was really neat. Valley Center is trying to come and do more things in Escondido because they hear of all the wonderful things that we do. So they're going to be holding their first gala here. It's for the Valley Center Arts group, and that is going to be on Sunday the 7th. And just a lot of fun activities to kick off the Christmas holiday. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So had the opportunity to have our ECDev subcommittee, Economic Development Subcommittee, and the main ideas on the agenda was our working plan for next year and some of the things that we will be working on next year, policy for street vendors, food truck, a municipal code for food trucks, vacant properties, among some other ones. So if any of you are interested, please reach out to the city clerk so you can find out what are the dates that we're going to have economic development meetings and when we'll be discussing these items. I today was at the North County JPA meeting. We are proud members of this organization where they dispatch all fire-related calls, emergency calls for the entire North County. Among the items on the agenda, we did a budget review, went ahead and elected a chair. So we elected Councilmember Rick Robinson from Oceanside, and as vice chair, James Ashcroft. Was at NLC with a number of my colleagues last week. Great networking, great meetings, a lot of great training that happened there. Library infrastructure, no need to repeat that. It was a great meeting. All I'll say is that I also was at the mall speaking with some of the owners of the businesses as I was walking around. For some reason, the library came up and they said, make sure you let your colleagues know that this is a great addition to the mall. And as we begin to wrap up, you know, as it's going on down here, let's not forget about the possibility, or at least have the discussion is probably more correct, regarding a branch at the mall. Had an opportunity to speak with constituents last week, and that was a very good opportunity. I was at Canopy Grove in my district to take pictures with Santa. I encourage others to take pictures with Santa, meet during their market that they had, and then was invited to their board meeting. this week, which I attended. Community Unity was already mentioned. And I had the first of a series of CIP meetings. I had mine in my district at Rincon Middle School, and there were a lot of questions that we were able to answer. Staff was there. We were excited to be able to have an opportunity for the community and constituents to come out and ask the questions, whatever topic they wanted to ask. So anyway, thank you very much, and that concludes my report.
All right, December is going to be a terrific month. Friday, 12/5 is the Christmas parade. 12/5 through the 21st is the holiday market in Maple Street Plaza on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And then, of course, the roller rink opens this Friday and goes until January 3rd. There's the Winter Wonderland, 12, 6, and 7, Saturday, Sunday at the Center for the Arts. And the Escondido Holiday Festival on the 13th from 11 to 5. Last one, tomorrow we are lighting the tree at the roller rink on Maple Street. So be there, 5 p.m. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So last week, as mentioned, we were in Utah for the National League Conference. That was really great. There was some opportunities there that I'm looking forward to regarding energy policies and energy opportunities in order to expand here in San Diego County. So hopefully that's going to be, we're going to have some success there. So we had a CEA meeting, Clean Energy Alliance meeting. It was a briefing with the CEO. Things are on track. We seem to be pretty optimistic regarding our budget. As mentioned, we did the library tour. On last Wednesday, I was able to volunteer and serve at the Senior Center for Thanksgiving. That was a really cool opportunity. I think it was really good to see the seniors there and really connect with them. As mentioned, we have a whole bunch of events in December. I'm not going to repeat all of them, but everyone who's here, I really encourage you to go. And as always, thank you to my community for the privilege of serving.
Yes, so I also was at the National League of Cities Conference in Utah, lots of workshops. It was a very long days, but well worth it. I am hosting in my district, the Community Improvement Projects community meeting. All are invited. It doesn't matter if you live in District 1 or not, and you can attend multiple ones. You can attend all of them if you want, but we are having geographical variety for folks to be able to attend, depending on what side of town you want to attend. So it'll be Tuesday, December 9th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. If you go on the city's social media, there's also flyers there in English and Spanish, and it'll be at the Park Avenue Community Center across the street from Food for Less. I also had the opportunity to serve our seniors for Thanksgiving lunch, along with my colleague, Councilmember Christian Garcia. That was a really fun event, and staff did a wonderful job creating a fun, festive atmosphere, and we had really cute aprons with turkey faces on them. Those were also a big hit. I had the opportunity to participate in Small Business Saturday in downtown. It was fun. The trolley was circling around, and it was just exciting to see all the businesses and just smiling faces all around and supporting local restaurants. This, in the trend of supporting local, especially this holiday season, which is so crucial for many small businesses, the San Diego River Park is hosting their holiday market, their first holiday market, Sunday, starting at 10 a.m., and it will be at the Sykes Adobe. So please come out and support that. There'll be food vendors, makers, all kinds of small businesses. I will not, unfortunately, be at the Christmas parade. It will be my first time missing the Christmas parade. So traditionally, the Christmas parade is on the second Saturday, and I mark my calendar, in the beginning of the year for a second Saturday. But this year it changed, and it will be moved a week and a day ahead. And I already had plans to be out of town, so I will unfortunately miss you all, but I will be there in spirit. And just wanted to say a PSA announcement. Just because it's been top of mind and I want to address it. As we speak, there is a wake happening for a young boy who died in a hit and run. And he was 11 years old, and his wake is happening as we speak. A very traumatic event for his family, loved ones, and the community. And I just want to say, remember to be vigilant drivers, pedestrians, be very safe. There was also another pedestrian incident in front of my street yesterday as I was coming to a meeting here with the fire department at City Hall. We need to really be mindful drivers. And then today, I saw a car almost, hit a senior right here by the Park Avenue Center at the mid-block crossing. So just remind everyone to slow down, pay attention. We know everyone's in a frenzy during the holiday season, but lives are at stake, and traffic safety is really top of mind for myself and the residents of the city. And so I expect that these will be continued conversations that we will be hearing, but I want to say my deepest condolences to the family on the loss of Adrian. He will greatly be missed. And that's all I have today.
City Manager?
Nothing to report.
All right. Any other public comments?
None.
Then this meeting is adjourned.